Good afternoon. This is, or good day. This is Kate Hamda with ICATT Professional Services. This is the ICATT Virtual Roadshow. This is where we share the what, the why, and the how of ICATT to our friends and to our clients and people within our circle. So, the purpose of this briefing is to familiarize you with ICATT, ICATT Professional Services. So we do this presentation for three audiences so that they can deepen their understanding of ICATT. One group is our direct clients or prospects, people who are likely to use our services directly. Another group is our collaborators and teaming partners so that we can work side by side to support the client. And a third group is for people, members of the ICATT team and others, so that they can potentially refer ICATT services to others. And by the way, for those who are kind of freestanding, who can refer ICATT, we have incentive bonus. Business referral incentive bonus, and I hope you can take advantage of it. Okay, so we're going to start with a little bit of a meet and greet activity. And so we're going to do three things. Number one, so this is more like a self-introduction. What is your role in your organization? What role do you play? And you can just maybe tell us a little bit about what you do. And then you can tell us what you enjoy the most about what you do. What part of what you do you enjoy the most? And third, what you look forward to this weekend. So those are the three questions we answer. With that, how about we go with our greatest hostess, Ramya, tell us.
Hello, my name is Ramya McCullough. I work for ICATT. I am the program manager for this initiative, and I manage projects across the board. And yeah, I'm happy to be here. And yeah.
What you enjoy the most about what you do and what you look forward to this weekend?
What I enjoy the most is working with incredible people. I love working with such capable and fantastic people, and we do a lot of good, and it really is fulfilling. And what I'm looking forward to is eating some steak.
Wow, so steak is in the weekend plan, right?
Yep, it's my boyfriend's birthday today, so it's steak day.
All right. Wonderful. Ramya, thank you so much for that self-introduction. So Andre, if you go first, next, and I'll go last.
Yes, my name is Andre Littlejohn, and I am also a program manager with ICATT. I appreciate this fantastic opportunity to pursue job creation and enhancing employability throughout communities and regions across America. What I enjoy about what I do is, number one, learning and applying myself to these opportunities and working amongst such capable individuals that I can learn from. What I'm looking forward to this weekend is basically just getting my new beginning established and continuing to move forward in my pursuit of excellence. So Wichita is a great place, and I'm glad to be here, and I'm thankful to be a part of ICATT.
Fantastic. Andre, I gather that you are in Wichita, Kansas, right?
Yes.
Yes, you are in Wichita, Kansas. Ramya, where are you? What city?
I am in Fairfax, Virginia, which is in Northern Virginia.
My goodness, Ramya, you and I are neighbors. I'm in Fairfax, Virginia as well. So we are in Northern Virginia, and Andre is in Kansas, not to be confused with Kansas City, right?
That's correct.
Yes.
It's about 3 hours away from Kansas City.
Wonderful. Listen, tell everybody out there in Wichita that we love them. Particularly tell them Gabe loves them. Okay.
I will definitely do that. And they will know through the work that we will get accomplished here. They will feel the love.
Yes. Fantastic. Okay. Rami, if you can move the slide to ICATT Professional Services Key Facts. So I just want to share a few facts about ICATT. So let's begin with the name. So ICATT, so our formal name is ICATT Professional Services. We've been known as ICATT Consulting Services. So for short, we remain as ICATT. We are on a federal government preferred vendor list. We are on a GSA schedule. GSA stands for General Services Administration. We have a preferred pricing with government, preferred pre-qualification. So we are excited to be on that. Being on the GSA schedule has been the most promising, our biggest breadwinner. So we are a small business, and we are also certified as a minority business enterprise, or MBE, by the National Minority Supplier Diversity Development Council. So that's a little bit about ICATT. We can be found on the website at icatt.net. If we can move the slide to the next page. Move the slide. So I'm going to tell you just a few things about ICATT. I'm going to share with you the ICATT vision. So our vision is making your people and data greater. So people and data are the two most important assets of any organization. So we do people and data. So that's our vision. And our statement of purpose is that did you know that ICATT Professional Services is a social enterprise with a purpose? I think I tripped that there. So Andre, help me there. I think we have a new statement that has not been updated on this page. Maybe I can just look here. Oh, I should have looked at the screen and not my notes. Huh? What happened? Oh, yes. Let me look at this. Yes. So ICATT Professional Services is a social enterprise with the purpose of creating jobs in our community by enhancing employability and strengthening job creators. So that remains our purpose for existence. And our mission is to be your partner for professional development, talent sourcing, data analytics, and societal impact. ICATT services include Career Academy, outsourcing, staffing, and recruiting as one, applied data analytics, and social enterprise. So that is about ICATT. So we are a social enterprise. Just in case it's not clear to you what a social enterprise is, we are a hybrid of for-profit and non-profit. So there is a corporate structure called B Corporation. We are a B Corporation. What that means is, while we are a profit-making corporation, our purpose for existence is for societal good, which in our case is job creation, enhancing employability, and strengthening job creators. So our reason for existence is to do that good for our society. Next slide. Now, the ICATT Career Academy. So one of the services we offer is the ICATT Career Academy. And within that, we have three services. We have industry certification programs, which includes Scaled Agile, CompTIA, three programs within CompTIA A+, CompTIA Security Plus, and CompTIA Network Plus, and Agile Instructional Design Practitioner Program. So these are our industry certification programs. We also provide customized professional development programs, where programs including technology, leadership, soft skills, the whole range of programs we custom develop these programs and deliver for our clients. That has been our bread and butter. And we also do e-learning. We have a digital learning platform where we are increasingly hosting a lot of the learning programs, online training, as well as online resources. And we have a learning management system where we rapidly develop programs, deploy them, test them, and put them to action. Next slide. Just one more time, I want to hit the ICATT Career Academy Credential training. We have the Scaled Agile Product Owner Product Manager program. We have CompTIA A+. We have CompTIA Network Plus. We have CompTIA Security Plus and Agile Instructional Design Practitioner. So these are occupational fields in which career seekers or people who want to change a career can be trained in a boot camp setting and pursue these occupations. So that's kind of a new program that we have recently implemented. Next slide. In our purpose for existence, we spoke about employability enhancement. So, we say we enhance employability. These are activities that we implement to enhance employability. One is certification exam prep, after people take one of our bootcamp programs, helping them get certified so that they get a digital badge. Portfolio development, developing a sample of their work as part of building their credibility for a career they search. Setting people up for informational interviews. These are mock interviews so that people have the experience and the practice of selling themselves. Cohort peer support. So by keeping participants of a program as cohorts together, they can provide each other support. We also provide coaching support and professionalism development. So a combination of these programs is what helps a person enhance their employability. With that said, the next slide. On the next slide, we have the ICATT Outsourcing Staffing Recruitment. So we do outsourcing where we take over a function that is not a core function of any organization and run it on their behalf at turnkey. We do staffing, running the payroll of, contractors that support the client, as well as recruitment on behalf of a client. So this is a capability we have that we can provide in terms of talent sourcing. Data analytics is a new addition. So here is where we gather data, whether it is a customer data or user data or inside numbers, activities, and we analyze data and develop a model visualization so that the organization can use data to make good decisions or develop smart programs. So that is our data analytics service. And next step or next slide, we have the ICATT Social Enterprise. We have our Community Career Promoter, where we host a monthly career webinar, success sharing of professionals to inspire career seekers. We also have Jobs Unlimited program, a program by which we strengthen job creators, and Career Academy Scholarship Fund, where we provide funding for people who want to pursue occupational areas that we offer. With that, let's just move to the next slide. So ICATT has been in existence for 27 years. So I'm going to share with you a sample of our experiences. So to kind of give you a kind of part of establishing our credibility, I want to share with you some of the projects we are undertaking. Korn Ferry is a global learning provider. And so we provide them instructional design, e-learning, and course testing. As we speak, we do this for Corn Ferry, and we've done it for the last 7 years. We have also worked for a company called APR Energy. They are a global energy provider. So we've done outsourced training. So we run their training department where we developed and deployed courses worldwide, including translation of courses in multiple languages. We also supported Federal Emergency Management Administration, where we provided instructional designers for their mission critical employee development training. Also, we work with the Florida Department of Health, where we developed quality leadership e-learning, developed and deployed on a learning management system. Also, we provided service to the Center for Disease Control. Many of you know CDC worldwide. So we trained grant specialists on government, various government regulations. Next page, we have another list. Goodwill Industries. It's a partnership between Goodwill Industries and Mid-America Regional Council, where we developed and deployed technology career readiness course named as Bridge to Technology. This is a program where blue collar workers have been trained to transition into technology profession. So it's called Bridge to Technology. That's a program we developed and continue to enhance and make better. So Rami, if I'm not mistaken, it's one of the programs that you are using the training reimagined methodology to continue to enhance, upgrade, and make it smarter and smarter.
That's
right,
right.
Rami? Mm-hmm. Fantastic. And we also work with the Federal National Park Service, where we provide a range of services, including webinar moderation, program facilitation, e-learning development, data analytics, and a whole host of services that they require. So we provide them a range of professional services that they need. We also support Training Institute of Washington, D.C. Training Institute of Washington, D.C. is, can be considered a competitor. And Ramya, you know them, right? You moderated one of their classes. Am I right?
Yes, I did.
Yes, you did. So what class was that? Is that project management?
That was project management, correct?
Yes. So yes, we develop and moderate a whole host of courses they provide to federal government clients. And so that's one of our clients. And also there is a group called Gmari Group. They are based in Phoenix, Arizona, and they have banking clients. And in that capacity for the likes of Bank of America, I don't know if a bank called SunTrust still exists. I think they merged with another bank. So we've been providing compliance, financial services type of trainings developed through Gmari Group. Okay, so with these as examples, like if you maybe look a little bit into how we do the work with Gmari Group, the particular profession ICATT really specializes in is instructional design. So we provide Gmari Group and instructional designers for a whole host of projects they deliver. So we work as a third-party provider of talents in talent sourcing in supporting this. In a sense, Gmari Group can be a competitor, but hey, we work with everyone in supporting their clients. Okay, so with the National Park Service, so we work with an office within the National Park Service, where just to give you maybe a little more specifics, we bring them kind of more like fractional talent for projects they have, including data analytics, automation support, instructional support, webinar moderation, graphic arts, 548 compliance, strategic facilitation of stakeholder meetings, and change management and communication projects. So this is kind of the work we are excited to be working on National Park Service. Ramya, have you worked on National Park Service projects directly?
No, not yet. I'm looking forward
Not
to
yet.
it.
Oh, I love that answer. Not yet means yes, I'm lobbying on your behalf with the project manager so that you get cross-trained and get ready to support them and make more green stuff, right?
Yep.
For your steak.
Exactly.
Maybe it will buy some spices for the steak.
Absolutely.
Yes, the work, I may be redundant a little bit. The work we've done we've been doing with Goodwill Industries and Mid-America Regional Council is a program we developed that is a bridge to technology to take people who are outside technology, move them into technology occupations. It's an online training program. And I just found out that there are people who are taking this course, and we intend to update, make the program smarter, all the things we spoke about, Ramya, to make the program smarter using analytics so that the program can be branched or more relevant to different users so that users have an experience that they really want to have, okay? Using training reimagined methodology that our dream team invented, okay? Now, in closing, just wrapping up. So, hopefully I gave you what ICATT does, and I gave you examples of different projects we've been working on. And, why choose ICATT, whether you are referring ICATT or whether you want to partner with ICATT or you want to engage ICATT in the future or expand the services. One is we believe in co-creation to collaborate with our stakeholders and clients to create relevant solutions. So we, as Andre, hopefully you had an experience today where we don't think, we have everything. We listen and we work with everyone to co-create and make programs better. I think both of you have experience in co-creating mission and program direction and the language we use and fine-tuning what we do. So that's kind of second nature for ICATT. Creativity is, bringing new solutions and new insights and best practices, some ways we can do. Let's say if something takes, 10 steps, how can we streamline so that can be done in 5 steps or in 1 step? How can we bypass, make it better? So creativity is what we bring to the table. We also bring flexibility, work with our clients, stakeholders, team members, so that we accommodate their availability and how they want to do things. And also flawless execution. We have good project management processes. We have amazing people together. Our people, our processes, working collaboratively with our clients, we can hit the mark and execute a project. Now, with that, I am very grateful you all made the time to be part of this briefing. And usually, maybe what I can speak about, since Ramya and Andre, you are here, is since you are part of the ICATT team, I want to just briefly speak with you about the ICATT business referral incentive, and have you ask questions so that you can directly benefit from the program. So when you work with ICATT, you get paid in one of 3 ways. So I'm happy for the public to know that 3 ways. One way, as members of the ICATT team, when you work on a project, you can be on a project and you can bill for it. You can be compensated that way. That's a direct way you can be compensated. The second way you can be compensated on ICATT, both of you actually qualify since you are very good with people. When you get assigned as a client relations manager and or a project manager, you get a % of the revenue we make from that client. So you benefit by working with clients. So that's on top of working on a project directly. You follow that? The second way?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. So you can get a % of the revenue, % of the profit, so that you have multiple revenue streams. The third way I want to bring to your attention is a referral fee. So knowing what ICATT does and what services we offer, what the mission is, you can refer ICATT You may not be the person who may work, you may not work on that project. You may not even manage the project. You may not even manage the client relations. You just referred us. Well, you get a very, very nice referral bonus. And actually, I don't know if you have access to the ICATT referral bonus. I'd like for you to read it. It's very unique in the way it's designed. We developed it about 7 years ago, and it has you get paid in 2 ways. Number one, you get a cash incentive for referring us clients and also for referring us talents. Let's say we are looking for people who do a certain work, and you send us those people, we pay you a cash bonus for referring us people. And when I mentioned 2 ways, part of the bonus is paid to you and part of the bonus is paid to a cause you care about. If there is a social program, let's say there is a program that supports, single moms, or a program that supports, people who want to have homes, or you want to support programs, veterans, or, environmental sustainability, anything you care about, we can match what we pay you to the organization you care about. So by doing that, you do 3 things. Number one, you help ICATT create jobs, because with the opportunities you refer us, it gives us an opportunity to bring more people to be paid. And 2, you get paid, you benefit, and also a social cause you support also gets paid. So it is win for ICATT, win for you, and win for your cause. Any questions or comments? So although this is recorded, I'd like for you to ask any questions on the business referral, so that the people who happen to listen to this can say, you know what, I may not directly work for ICATT, but let me understand what ICATT does, and let me refer, the referral may be referring us a business partner. It may be referring us a potential client. It may be referring us students. So there is a cash bonus, and others may get in the act. So let me stop here and let you ask questions or make comments on the business referral or the compensation alternative avenue for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Gabe. The funny thing is, and I want to say first and foremost that when I use words and I choose words, I mean what I say and I say what I mean. So I want to preface what I'm about to say with that to set the tone for what I'm about to say. But the funny thing is, Gabe, every time that I envision something in my mind about how things can work and will work and how I hope that they work, you confirm it before I even ask the question. So to be honest, I'm talking about these things as if they already exist, hoping that they will exist, and then you will come and confirm, just like the document that you did earlier. You had already confirmed my questions prior to me asking, and everything that I think about, it's already done. Which the funny thing is, that's how the gospel works. Things are already done in a higher realm, and it's just a matter of us doing the work to bring it in the physical. And that's the way that our relationship is working. And it's like, I'm not just making that up. It's like, I've already thought about everything you just said before you told me. And I said, I don't know if this is exactly how it works, but this is exactly how I think it works, and I hope that it works. So that's just confirmation, and we are in synchronization with that on a higher level. So, and that's been happening consistently throughout our conversations, and today is no different. The one really thing that sticks out in my mind, because everything has been the word that you like to say, the word that I really resonate with, has been fantastic. My experience, and every time that we meet, it's fantastic. But one of the things that I have a question about that's kind of like set me back a little bit was when I first came in contact with ICATT. One of the things that stood out in my mind, and mind you, I'm a renowned brand maker. I'm a renowned I'm very well at creating one-line slogans, trademarks, things of that nature. And I have an extensive experience in dealing with the US PTO and represented myself against some Trump, actually Robert Kiyosaki. I went up against 4 of his lawyers and represented myself, and I used the DuPont laws as a precedent. And they said that I had a 1% chance of winning, and they offered me $10,000 to walk away. I didn't take that offer, and I actually upset them, and I got a trademark over Robert Kiyosaki. But the point I'm trying to make is I'm very good at what I do, and one of the things that stood out to me when I came in touch with ICATT was the statement, we make people and data greater. I thought that was the most on point and concise one-liner that I had ever seen that really stuck out of my mind. So today and yesterday, I think for the first time, I saw that had changed to your people are great, we make them better. So other than for intellectual property reasons, I'm just very curious as to why that change was made. And I'm very, that has me wondering, and I just hope there's a legal legality purpose to that, because I just think that line, we make people and data greater, is hard to beat.
Andre, you know what? Let me say 3 things, because the reason the 3 of us work together, we are matched at all levels. There is just really a high level of synergy between us. When I met Ramya, I had no idea. And then Andre, it's just like, I don't know, there is something you said, Andre, I don't even know if that's the right language you used. I think you're reading a book about some kind of third circle or something.
The third
Is
circle
that what it
theory.
was?
The third circle theory. The book is titled The Third Circle Theory.
Yes, third circle series, yes. Now, when it comes to a team, 2 people can get along. So I think the way the 3 of us work together is third circle, so I just made it up. So the synergy is so high. The reason is, since you mentioned faith, let me just say this. I think a long time ago, I declared that my religion is love. So wherever there is love, I'm with you. We are of the same religion. So for whatever it's worth, wherever there is love for others, I think that's what Ramya and I connected. Is when you love people, you care about people. For me, that's my religion, that's my faith. So I think there is alignment there. So just caring for people, good things happen for people's employability to be enhanced, and supporting job creators. So I've considered that an act of love. That's why we're connected. So another thing I just want to point out is, we are in a people business. Maybe a little bit of, the ICATT tagline, your people are great, we make them better. Ironically, Ramya, don't laugh at me, don't judge me. Many years ago, I had 2 interns. Does that ring a bell? 2 interns, and we were sitting, and actually the 2 interns ended up getting married. The girl's name is Mandy, and the guy's name is Dwight. So we were hanging out, and our relationship began with us, with kind of more like, with an insult. So Dwight is a student at Florida State University, and we had a world-renowned professor called Robert Gagne. If you read any psychology book, you find his name, happened to be my professor. And Dwight went to that school, and one of Robert Gagne's globally well-known methodology is something called 9 events of instruction. 9 events of instruction. So these are the 9 ways people learn. So this is what Florida State was known for. And Dwight was going to school there. And so when I met him over internship, I mentioned the 9 events of instruction. He said, what is it? Well, you go to Florida State, the Robert Gagne School, and you don't know 9 events of instruction. So I just insulted him. So anyways, that insult did not stop him. He and I, became good friends. And, then he brought his fiance, Mandy, and we worked together. And ICATT had a logo. We said, we make your people great or something. And I think one of them said, Gabe, what you mean is your people are dumb. We make them better. I said, oh my goodness, it's not what we meant. I remember what Ramya said yesterday. If we are about making the best out of what they got. You remember when he said that, Ramya?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So that's how we said, your people are great. We make them better. So it's an assumption. I think, Ramya, you probably heard me say that. You are enough.
Mm-hmm.
You are perfect. You already got what it takes. We may make you better. There is always room for enhancement. Okay. For someone who may, you think I know a little more than you. Guess what? I think the last 2 days is going to show you we're making it better together. You can always learn. So that's how that tagline came about, from 2 interns and ICATT sitting at Panera. Oh, let's say your people are great. We make them better. That's how it came. That became our tagline for a long time. So recently, Andre, with COVID, we had to pivot what we do. So we included data analytics to our service. And so if we say your people are great, we make them better, we consider, people see us as a people-oriented organization. They may not take us seriously as, data analytics house. So that's how we expanded, making your people and data greater without making it long. So we still retain the other line, perhaps for the people side of our things. So that's kind of the explanation. Andre, I'm so glad you said what you said, because I have a branding appetite, and to work with someone who is branding expert is a match made in heaven. So I look forward to working with you, as we review these documents and these presentations, to make them more durable, to make them more brand oriented. Andre, you are at the right time, the right place. We need you. And together we are going to make the world turn and be a better place. With that, let me defer to Ramya. Anything you want to say, including if you want to sing, you can sing the steak, whatever you want to say. I want to make you laugh.
No, I just wanted to say I really do appreciate that you remembered me saying that we want to make people the best version of themselves, because
yes.
I truly believe that I'm a better version of myself just by working with ICATT. And I think part of what really makes empowering others so special is that you empower yourself in a way. It's not just that it's not even just that you're helping other people, they help you too. And I think it's a nice journey to go on with people. And I really like that you took that to heart and really, because I think the 2 choices were, one, do we want to it was either accelerate or enhance. And it's like, do we want to get people jobs as quickly as possible, or do we just want to make them better and make them better versions of themselves so that, the jobs will just come? And I really admire that you take these things to heart and really, implement them. And also I appreciate that, people like me and Andre, that were able to contribute in meaningful ways.
Yes. So Ramya, do you mind write that down, make people a better version of themselves? Let's work that somewhere in our presentation. That language
brings out the best in people. I have a very, very radical view of things sometimes. Sometimes it scares me. I can't say it in public. Whenever people say, let's say we have Michael, right? Michael Abera, who was with us. He's a junior high school student.
Yep.
Whenever people say we're going to help you improve your career and get better, it's just something I don't agree with. With Michael, we are just blessed to have him teaching us and showing us. So I've always looked at people, young people or people with limited experience as people we need to tap, people we need to learn from, so that knowledge flows from every direction. When we decide knowledge only flows from one source, we call it orphan. If I'm the only one doing thinking, it's called orphan. Who cares for an orphan? I want to be in a community where you are adding and Andre is adding. Together, we make it fantastic. There is no way I can come up with that statement of purpose the three of us came up with yesterday. There is no way I can come up with it. No way. So I think in a way we are channeling Andre. Andre, one thing I heard you say the last few days, I think you use words like I'm a sponge, I'm learning. So you repeatedly say that, that is something, if you do that just for the rest of your life, you'll be the happiest human being ever. If you get to a point
can
where
I add something to that?
Please. Yes.
Andre, I just want to say, I respect you so much for saying that. You often find people who believe they know everything or believe that, there's not much more to learn. But I feel like the truly happy people in this world can admit that they don't know everything and that there's so much more to learn. And I just love that. I love that part of your personality. And I think it's part of what probably makes this group work, is that, none of us think we have everything under control, but we're trying, and that's what makes it so special.
Yes.
Well,
Andre, you want to respond to that?
Yes, I would. I'd love to. Thank you, Ramia, for saying that. I really appreciate that. And what I'd really like to say is that I believe that learning is it's an everyday thing. And one of the things that I like to think about is even my environment and where I am. I like to put myself in places that will stimulate learning, will open up my mind to receive things that I probably might miss. And I always try to have myself in an environment where it's conducive to learning. The fact that this team has been put together and the way it was put together, I know that it's on a higher level, because this isn't something that I was pursuing, but something that just happened by default. But in actuality, in my mind, and probably in man's world, it would be default, but this was predestined. And that's what I really believe. And one of the reasons why I want to say that learning is the key for anyone, especially myself, is because, the Bible says that God's ways are not man's ways, and he doesn't think like man. And no matter what we learn and how much we know, we will never know as much as the master. So the thing is, between us and there to that place, there's plenty of learning to do for every day that we live. So learning will always be, and we will always learn from each other. And no matter whether it's people of higher education, of great intellect, we can learn from those people, but we can also learn from those that are uneducated. And some of the people that we are trying to help will probably teach us lessons that are probably far more valuable than those that have been trained and been in these higher places of education.
Absolutely. I think I actually wrote it down. I think this is something, Gabe, if you're okay with it, I think this is something we should absolutely mention in these briefings. We want to make people the best version of themselves, because when people are empowered, they have so much to teach you, and knowledge can flow from every direction, empowering us all.
Right on the money.
Well said. That's
Well
it.
said. Ramya, you are in a flow. I mean,
Yeah, you
this
know, it's
is
crazy. I started working for Gabe because I wanted to start working, you know, like a full-time job, but then I just fell in love with this, you know. I just love empowering people so much that I was like, Gabe, you know, I don't care how long it takes. I'm in, you know, I'm committed. I want this to work, and I'm going to do whatever I can to make it work. And I'm not even kidding. I haven't been this happy in a long time.
and I have been telling that story. I have been telling that story over and over. And Ramya, you have no idea how many people you inspired. You have no idea how many people know your name. And you have no idea you came for us to just really awaken in us the possibility of human ingenuity. I don't even know the word, but there is just so much. So let me kind of do something very unorthodox. And I'm glad this is being recorded, because I believe we are very like-minded with Jody Ann. Andre, did you remember meeting Jody Ann?
I don't, and I apologize if I have met Jordan, but I don't think so. I've heard you mention her name, but I don't think so.
If you've met her, you would remember her. She has like this perfect voice. It's incredible. It's unlike anything I've ever heard.
She moderates our webinars. She moderates our webinars. So she's like-minded, and I want her to get the spirit, because I feel the same way about her. You know, she just made us better. She made a better version of us, because she's one of us. And I just, every time when I speak with her, I'm in agreement with everything she wants to say. And she thinks very highly of Ramya. So I think people know if they are good for Ramya, they are good for ICATT. So Ramya, you know, that's ICATT, the ICATT rule of entry into ICATT. If they are nice to you, they are nice. So so let me say something really different from what I said.
Okay.
So Ramya, you listen. Andre, this is for you. If this is something you are looking for, I'm gonna make it happen. So, you know, when you go to a friend and you say, listen, I just need, I think there is one favor from this person, and I want to use that favor. And I have a friend who is an HR, and, you know, longtime friend. And so upon discovering what Ramya is made up of, I went to her and say, Martha, that one favor you saved up for me, please use it on Ramya. Help her get the best job, a well-paying job. And she said, Gabe, I will. I said, listen, it's the only thing I'm going to ask you. I'll never ask you anything else in the next 10 years. So do that one. Put her in a very well-paying job. So Ramya, if that door is still open, now if Ramya, you feel like where you are is much better, Andre, I want you to, I'm going to connect you with this person. Perhaps, you know, virtually, if you are looking for maybe a, you know, regular job, I'd like for her to coach you. And when you do that, let's see if out of that, the opportunities we create through these business referral incentive and all kinds of things, we come up with a compensation that is so attractive, better than anything else, so that Ramya can keep doing the good that she's doing. So both of you can comment on that. Ramya, I think if you are getting maybe a little bit of family pressure,
I'm not sure what you're, sorry, I don't think I understood what.
I don't understand either, to be honest. I don't understand, because I'm just like Ramya.
So you're saying that you want Martha to be a partner for us?
No.
Oh,
thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. So thank you for that honesty. So I asked Martha to help she owes me. I don't think I can say she owes me, but I asked her for one favor, and that favor is to help Ramya, to help you secure work. She lives in the North Virginia area.
Oh, okay.
And so what I'm saying is, since you are more interested in doing what we do together, making people a better version of themselves, and perhaps, we generate funding, with the funding we create doing this, we're going to create funding doing this. We are going to create opportunities as we work with different job creators, workforce agencies, and, we're going to make it happen. It's just a matter of, just a little bit. So, so Martha is still there. So what I'm asking, Andre, since you have an immediate family you need to support as a breadwinner, you have a daughter who is, very soon ready for college and all kinds of things. If you, wanted a job where the job becomes your main source of income, and we do what we do together with whatever time you have left, I'm open to do that for you if you are interested. So I'm just putting that on the table. That's why it is a very strange request, but I'm doing that because I care about you guys.
I see.
Is it clear now?
Yeah.
Okay, my response to that is, number one, first and foremost, Ramya, I hear, that you are committed to ICATT and you really love doing what you're doing, but how important is it to you to earn money and to sustain your lifestyle? And are you comfortable where you are, and can you sustain your life if that is delayed or deferred?
For now, yeah. I'm lucky in that way. I'm good for another 6 months, I would say. So I'm trying to use that time to really try to look for funding and really help ICATT. But after that, obviously, I'll have to see. Hopefully I can make some money with ICATT by then. But right now I'm doing okay. If you have a family to support, then I would definitely encourage you to take the opportunity.
Okay, because I wouldn't feel comfortable with jumping into your spot, being that you deserve it and you've earned it. But I'm at a point where I actually did not want to work right away. I wanted to continue to develop, but I'm at a position to where if I go maybe a month or two, even a month, I have unfinished business, and I just lost a lot from the things that I left behind. I found out to get a lot of my belongings, but I really probably need to try to secure something, because I know even in that pursuit, it's not something that's going to happen tomorrow. It might happen a month from now. So even if I started today, it may not be executed for a month. So I think it would behoove me to try to pursue it as soon as possible, because I don't want things to get any worse than they are now in the position that I'm in. Even though I'm positive.
Andre, no, it's I completely understand, man. Like, as soon as Gabe said you have a daughter, like, you need this, and I fully support you. And anything that, I don't know what I could do for you, but anything I can do, let me know. And I would really urge you to take this opportunity.
Well, thank you.
You deserve it. You deserve it. You have a good heart, and I think if things are rough, then it'll help you.
Yeah, I actually have two daughters, and they're split up, so that's what makes it really tough. They're split apart, and I have one here with me, but I have to make sure that the one that's with me, that I have a stable foundation for her, and I don't want to get into a rough spot to where I'm not providing that level of stability where she can be comfortable and continue in her studies, and where she may have to go back when she really wants to be with me, because she chose to be with me. So that's what I'm committed to, is providing that atmosphere for her to be successful, as well as continue to set a benchmark of success. So
no,
I appreciate
listen.
that thought, Gabe. I appreciate that thought. I appreciate your thoughts, Ramya.
Yeah, listen, I had a rough few years, and luckily, my boyfriend works, and my mom is supporting me for a little bit. And, that's why I'm just diving into ICATT, diving into Community Career Promoter, because I have the opportunity to, and I'm able to. So, there's no pressing urge. Obviously, eventually I need to start making a salary, but seriously, I think you should go for it, and your daughters deserve it. And yeah.
Well, thank you. Well, Gabe, I'm all
Yes.
about it. I'm gonna
Yes.
apply myself wholeheartedly to whatever you put me in that position, and I'm going to excel. So that's my stance on it.
Yes. So Andre, we're gonna make you a priority. Let me make 3 statements. Let's just focus in this area. Since we like working together and the difference we make for others is so great. And I say through referral and focusing on low-hanging opportunities that we secure as a business. The 2 of you are a number 1 priority. Ramya, there is a document that Kimberly and I are working on for your eyes very soon.
Okay.
We want to move you into a leadership role with ICATT, and so what that means is, the benefit you get out of that is, we put you, kind of cross train you so that you are in a position to work on some of the projects to earn more. And more importantly, you never make enough by working directly. Andre being in business, I think this is a language he knows. Ramya, I think you come from a generation of business owners and wealthy people, so you know as well. So the benefit of being in business, so we are acting as partners. Although on paper I'm the owner, I've always functioned as a business partner where people have a revenue share and a profit share. So I would say our priority needs to be on focusing on low-hanging opportunities out of what we do, businesses we can secure, so that you have priority in assignment, priority in funding. Let's say with this effort we are making in different directions, like even Andre, the one with Wichita, let's say if workforce approves us as a training provider, you'll be the first in line to do that work. You'll be the first in line to be paid. You'll be in the first in line to be compensated. So the ICATT policy is, since you guys are really going above and beyond for the growth ICATT is about to experience, you have the first priority on anything: compensation, opportunities, contracts, and you name it. And the benefit of us working together is the benefit of multiplicity. I don't know if you heard that word, multiplicity, multiple revenue income. So, let's say if we secure 5 grant applicants, let's say Hampton Roads and, Jacksonville, and let's say, Memphis, Tennessee, and Wichita. I'm just saying that as an example. Wichita, if we get opportunities out of those, so you'll be in line to be paid from each one of those. Okay, it means multiple source. With a job, you have one source. If you are let go from that job, you're done. However, with this model, you have, you touch 5 projects. It doesn't mean you work on 5 projects. You are plugged into 5, and you may be managing client relations. Both of you are very good in client relations, and you can manage 5 client relations. In doing that, you get, whatever comes out of each one flows your way. So I like for us to be very intentional, low-hanging opportunities capturing. In the meantime, Andre, with the situation you are in, let's try both ways. As we do this, I'm going to put you in position with some people to talk to. As informational interview, I'm going to give them heads up and give you a priority so that you have remote work opportunities, maybe even for the better of your daughter. When we have an opportunity to talk to the senator, workforce agency, to have you be positioned right there so that it is next door. You know what I mean? So I'll make that a priority, and I know how to position that. So we'll make that a priority, and I'd like for you to show a better version of yourself. No pressure. When we do the presentation, I want them to see you as a major player, so that since you are located there, you can be positioned as a project manager so that you get immediate income right there. So I'm gonna say this is our guy who is on the ground. The first opportunity we get, I'd like for you to be the one to benefit from.
Can I interject, please?
Please, yes.
I have already told somebody that. Like I told you, everything that you say, I've already said it. It's already been revealed to me, and I've already said that. And you had never told me that, but I had already said it. So again, just like I told you 15, 20 minutes ago, you always confirm what's been shown to me in a vision. And I've already said that to someone, and I was just speaking it into existence, and you always confirm.
Fantastic. Rami, I'm going to tell you a funny story.
Sure.
You know, this is a graduation season, right, Ramya?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So we have, one of my wife's nieces is visiting from Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Her name is Hannah. So she just finished high school. And so my wife and I have that kind of conversation. We said, okay, what do we give Hannah? Should we give her $25, $50, $100? So when we speak, we say $100 at the same time. We are aligned. I like those kind of conversations. So Andre, we are on the same wavelength. So in my house, when that happens, it's a high five every time.
Yes.
You
Amen.
know,
Look, I use those same words, boots on the ground.
Yes.
That's what stuck out of my mind. And see, I'm one of those people, I use short words. If I could use one word, like you always say, you're like one word, a superpower. But I use those exact same words that I was going to be boots on the ground to this initiative here in Wichita.
Yes, let's do it. I'll tell you what, Andre, this is the breadth of conversation that I'm so happy is being recorded, so that Jody Ann, who is so like-minded, we just soulmates. I mean, when we speak, it's just like, let me tell you a funny story about Jody Ann. Jody Ann one day came and said, listen, Ethiopia is calling me. That's what she told me one day. She's never been there. And so I used her line to say, West Virginia is calling me. To the T, I'm using that line. And so I'm so glad she's hearing this, because I want her, after hearing this, she's going to join this club, which she is already. Andre, you're going to love Jody Ann. She just has this voice that is just amazing. Mm-hmm. And Ramya, mm-hmm. you are better than Jody Ann, because let me tell you why.
Okay.
I'm an educator. Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm an educator. Whenever I see a student that's better than me, oh my goodness, that's the greatest day. And I have few times where my students have been far better than I am. So you don't want your student to be lower than you are. If you've done a fantastic job, your student surpasses you. So that's kind of the mind of a coach, the mind of a rabbi, the mind of a trainer, a teacher, an educator. So the fact you are coming after Jody Ann, but you are better than her, is a compliment. She's going to hear this, because you are natural, and you're going to do far better than Jody Ann. And Jody Ann, you know what I'm talking about, right? She's hearing this. So I just want you to believe it, and you are far better. The best is yet to come, Ramya. Okay?
All right. She's incredible, though. Those are big shoes to fill.
Yes. You are better than her, because she's done an amazing job. And I want to learn from her and be better than her. So when listen, these proposals we're writing, that you and Ben are writing, you guys are writing better than I do. Believe
Aw.
it or not, it's better than I do. I'm tweaking it. So together we are making it fantastic. So let's not be here forever. Andre, you and I, let's strategize for the meeting with the senator. It's my number one priority for you to be planted, to be earning income right there in Wichita. There is a reason God brought this like to my attention, with Azib showing up, the senator showing up, with everything. And so we just need to figure out a way we can play to Azib's strength. Everyone comes with a strength. So I want to play to her strength, and she's an amazing connector. And so that's all I have to say. So finishing remarks, Andre, and then we save the best for last, Ramya, and then let's just shut off the system after these remarks. I'm done with what I have to say.
Okay,
Andre?
I'll jump in. I'll jump in and make a comment. And
Yes.
this is in regards to a comment you made about Ramya.
Yes.
But I was talking to someone, and I'm going to keep them anonymous.
Yes.
But we were talking about the current state of our lives and what's going on in our lives. And what I said to them is that, as I spoke about what happened to me by default was no choice of my own, but it was part of a bigger plan that I knew nothing about. But I'm realizing now through confirmation that this was a divine plan. And as I always say, man makes plans, but God blesses plans. But sometimes there's a divine plan for your life and a purpose that you may not know directly. You may be going in a certain direction, but you might have to do a U-turn or be reversed and backed into a situation that was the plan, but not your plan, but the divine plan and purpose for your life. One of the comments that I made in regards to all of this, I said, this all happened and it hurt me and it put me in a bad situation, but I was actually promoted through this thing that really did me so much pain. But through the pain, I was promoted. And my last line was, and to be honest, I'm on a better team and my team is greater than yours. So good luck to you. And I'm going with the team that I'm on because I'm on the best team and I'm under divine revelation. And I meant that, and it's being confirmed every day. And thank you, Gabe. Thank you, Ramya. And of course, I thank Azib daily or as much as I can for connecting us.
Yes. Ramya, you have a final word. After this, nobody speaks. Even I don't speak. Andre, you're done, right?
I don't have much to say, except I really do feel true joy in working with you two. I think it's truly a wonderful experience, and I cannot wait to see what amazing things that we do, or what amazing things we do. And that's it.
Wonderful. Listen, thank you so much. Enjoy that steak.
I will. Thank you both.
Go easy on the spices.
Thank you. Enjoy that
I
steak.
will. All right. I'm
Thank
stopping
you
the
so-
recording.
Yes,
In
thank you.
3, 2,